Hello, amazing people of YouTube. So I'm gonna tell you guys this sad and true story. I was gonna go take a shower, but I'm starting to have a panic attack, so I want to go for a drive, and making videos calms me down. So here we go. So I'm with my ex-wife, and like I got paid, man. Like I finally started getting good money and all this stuff, right? Like everything is looking up. So I got paid like a good decent chunk of money, man. So I was like, fuck that. I'm gonna go to the store and I'm gonna buy all my cousins, all my friends, kids, like I'm gonna get them all gifts. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about I'm gonna get them birthday gifts, I'm gonna get them Christmas gifts, I'm gonna get them whatever the fuck gifts for whenever, right? Like I literally went and bought a closet full of just kids' toys. And I did this because after my shooting and stuff, everything went south, man. Like I couldn't go to work, I couldn't make money, I was physically feeling like shit, I was financially feeling like shit. Everything had just flipped upside down, you know? So it kind of sucks as an adult man when it's like your best friend's son's birthday, and I'm a type of person, like I like getting kids dope gifts. Like when I was a kid, I rarely got like really cool gifts. People always gave me like stupid shit, like sweaters, you know? And it's like, don't buy me fucking sweaters, man. You know, it's my birthday. The fuck I want a sweater for, you know? So I went to different stores and stuff, and one of the stores I went to was Walmart, right? And I went and I picked, like, in different places I bought different type of stuff. So I went to Walmart and I was like, I'm sure they're gonna have a whole bunch of like Nerf toys, right? Because like when I was growing up, Nerf was the shit, right? Like we even have a saying like nerfing everything. Yeah, like everything is nerfed out now, right? Because everything is like bitchified and shit, you know? Meaning like if you fall and hit your head on the curb, there's probably like a piece of Nerf right there to keep your head from getting busted open, you know? So, and sorry man, I'm diverted. I'm like, my mind's all over the place. I feel like shit and I can barely breathe. So I went there to buy Nerf guns and stuff for all the boys, like all my cousins' kids and all. I call my cousins' kids my cousins. It is what it is. So I'm with my wife, and I really don't know kids well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can play with kids, you know? I can just scoop to their level and make them laugh and do all that, but I really don't know kids. I haven't really spent time with kids, you know? Not even my own little cousins and shit, you know? So I'm trying to find all this Nerf stuff, but there's no Nerf. There's this other brand. I don't know what it's called, but it was like blue and white. And it looked identical to Nerf, but it wasn't Nerf. I hate motherfuckers that just honk like this, bro. It's a bus. Switch your lane, you bitch ass motherfucker. There's 2 lanes to your left, and now he's gonna go in front of the bus and slow it down. Fucking crackheads, bro. So I'm picking out all these Nerf toys and shit. And forgive me, I'm getting angry because I can't get my fucking thoughts together to save my fucking life right now, man. So I'm getting all these toys, and I don't know if they're cool toys, right? Because I don't want to just buy them and then like you give it to him and the kid's thinking to himself like, damn man, like I wanted that Nerf shit, but you got me this other weird shit, you know? So I seen this. I'm with my wife, and I'm asking her, and she's like, they're kids, man, it doesn't really matter. But I'm like, nah man, I need to get them like dope shit, you know? And some of those toys are expensive. Like each gun is like $30, $40. I'm getting like the big ones, you know what I'm saying? Extra rounds, extra ammo, all that shit, right? So I see there's this little boy. He must be like 10 years old or something. He's the only one in in the toy aisle. Like literally, he's the only one. And in Spanish, I kept hearing his mom saying, come over here, like get away from the toys. So I can understand some Spanish. I'm not saying all Spanish. I can understand some Spanish. Like if you're speaking Spanish, I could understand like 25% of it, right? But I can't speak it, you know? I could say certain things. So anyways, I want to go ask this kid. I tell my wife, I'm going to go ask this kid, man. Like, if he was a kid, like if I bought him this shit, what would he think is cool? Like, which one of these brands is dope? Like, what would he like? Because all those kids are younger than he is. So if he's going to like it at 10 years old, then I know 6-year-old is going to like it, right? So I don't want to just go and approach the kid. So, because, you know, it's a kid by himself. It's fucking weird, you know? So I go to the kid with my wife. I'm like, hey, come with me. I don't want to be talking to a kid by myself. Come with me. So my wife comes, and I'm like, hey, kid, how you doing? Is that good? I was like, hey, is your mom here? She was calling you earlier. And he's like, I don't know. She's over there somewhere. And then I was like, can you call your mom? I wanna ask her something, you know? So this kid goes and he calls his mom, and the mom doesn't speak a lick of English, man, like at all. And I'm like, listen, kid, like I want to ask you some questions about toys, you know? Could you ask your mom if it's okay if I ask you questions? And the kid translates it to mom, and the mom is like yeah, but she's cautious, like, you know, what the fuck is this fool trying to say, type of thing, and why, right? So I was like, just tell her, like, I have little cousins your age, and I'm trying to buy them toys, but I don't have kids, so, like, I want to ask you what you think is cool, so that I can get them cool stuff. So he translates that, and the mom gets really, really like, oh, that's so sweet, you know? So to the kid, I'm like, yo, so from these brands, like, which one is dope? Like, and he's like, well, that one's cool. And I was like, is it cool because it looks cool, or like that's the cool brand, or do you think this one is the cool brand? He's like, well, that one's the cool brand, but this one makes cool stuff too, and this. I was like, all right, man, that's awesome, dude. I was like, I tell you what, like, go pick out any toy you want here, man. I told the kid, you know, like, go pick out any toy you want, and I'm gonna buy it for you, for you guys being so nice to me, man. You know, because it's kind of fucked up, right? You can't really, like, hey, kid, which one of these would you like? Oh, thank you, and I'm out. Like, that's kind of like a dick move to do to a kid, right? So the kid goes to his mom, like, I understood what he said. He said, like, he's telling me to go pick out a toy. And the mom is like, no. And I was like, no, senora, like, senora, like, it's all right, you know, it's okay. And he went and he picked out like 2 toys, and one of them was like this parrot, which I found a little weird. It was like this colorful parrot that I guess you could record, and then it'll play back what you said while it flaps its wings around. I was like, that's what you want? And he's like, yeah, man, I really want this. And I was like, is there anything else you want? He's like, yeah, there's one more thing. So he goes and he picks out like one more toy and stuff. And I'm like, okay, you know, like, and the mom isn't really understanding what I'm saying. The mom thinks I'm saying, like, you go pick out a toy so I can give to my little cousins. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the case at all. Like, right? So he goes, oh, you know, I want this and I want this. I was like, okay. And I give it to the mom, the toys, and I reach in my pocket, and, like, I look at the price, and it was like $40 for one of them, and it was like $25 for another one, right? So I took out like let's say whatever plus the tax, and maybe like $10 more, right? So it would be like, what is it, 40, 25, that's like 65. So I gave him like $80, right? And the mom goes like, no, I can't take this. And the kid's telling me like, my mom's saying no, like I can't. And I'm telling the mom like, tell your mom it's okay, like I'm doing this out of like just to be nice. You were nice to me. You helped me out. You're gonna make my little cousins happy by you helping me out. So it's only right I help you out, right? Like, little man, like, it's cool. I appreciate it, And I tell him, little man, you're cool, man. Thank you, And translate it to your mom, And she translates and she busts into tears, dude. And she busts into tears, and I'm noticing that the kid is getting all teary-eyed. And I'm not getting what the fuck is going on. And my wife, like, hugs the lady and is like, it's okay, it's okay, what's wrong? And the lady starts, like, speaking fast in Spanish, like, ba 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 ba. And I don't understand what she's saying. And I'm like, no habla español, like, I don't know what you're saying, man. And the kid goes, well, my mom is saying, my dad sent you. And I'm like, I don't get it. What do you mean your dad sent me? He goes, yeah, I lost my dad died, like, literally, like, a week or two ago. And she's saying, like, I have no money and I wanted to buy him toys, but this is what he wanted, and I was telling him no because it's too expensive, and it got me sad, man. Like, it got me a little fucked up, right? So, and she's telling me like, oh, like my husband sent you, like, to look out for the kid. And I didn't even want to say like, hey man, I'm not even religious like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I was like, all right, man, and I slipped her some extra money and stuff, and I was like, here you go, and you guys have a nice day, thank you, and all that. And I had to walk off because, like, I'm getting teary-eyed now thinking about it, man. And I had to walk off because I was getting, like, teary-eyed about that shit. And yeah, so I walked off, and my wife didn't understand why I walked off. And I was like, yeah, I gotta go. So I walked off, and my wife came, and she's like, what happened? You just left. And then it's just like, oh, it got you sad, that's why. I was like, yeah, man, that's fucked up, dude. I was like, that's fucked up, man. Like, it wasn't supposed to be like this emotional moment. It was supposed to be, hey kid, help me out, and then, go pick out a toy, like, that's it. And it became this whole thing of this lady talking about how she just lost her husband, and the boy doesn't have a dad, and they're struggling financially. That's some fucked up shit. So yeah, that's that story, man. And my wife just, she hugged me, gave me a kiss and shit, and I was like, yeah, man, that's I think that's the last time I kind of, it's not gonna be the last time I do that, but I'm saying, like, I don't like emotional shit like that, I had a fucked up childhood, so, like, I get it, man. I know the hardship that kid's gonna have to go through, type of thing, man. And but yeah, that's the fucked up story. At least I'm not. My anxiety at least went away. Now I feel like a bitch. I'm telling a story about a little fucking kid, and I'm getting teary-eyed and shit. Yeah, that's that. I guess solo yolo bolo, man. You guys don't be shy to be kind to people, man. You know, especially kids and old people. You know, even everybody else, man. Everybody needs help. You know, no matter how good people are, everybody's fucked up to some point. You know, we all need help from time to time, me included. You know, it is what it is, and yeah, just try and be a good person in life. I think, you know, at least try not to do bad to people. At least that, you know, just don't do bad to people. That's good enough to me, you know. And especially animals, man. Don't be a dick to animals. If I see you doing that, we're gonna have problems. I'm super protective over creatures, you know. But yeah, solo yolo bolo. You guys have a nice day. Peace.